Okay, there's quite a few colors in this Easter Bunny. We'll start out with Lamp Black, Dove Gray, Spicy Mustard, Light Buttermilk, Blush Pink, Lilac, Slate Green, Winter Blue, Light Avocado, Olive Green, Victorian Blue, Lavender, Red Iron Oxide, Honey Brown, and Santa Red. All of these paints are from DeborahAdele Americana acrylic paints. They're my favorite paints. I love how they work, how they go on, and I believe you'll like them too. Okay, let's get started. Hello everyone, I'm Deborah from DeborahAdele's Craft Room. I'm going to make a little Easter bunny out of this mini bottle gourd. So I have to start with Sculpey Clay because I have to make some ears, some arms, and little feet and things. So that's what I'm going to start with. I'm going to show you first. You have to soften up the clay. I'm going to start with an arm. Here's the gourd. Now I'm going to roll this into a ball. And then roll it flat. Or into a tube, a snake like. It won't be that long though. Okay, next I'm going to have to sand the bottom of this gourd, I think, so I'm not going to stand it up to find the best side. I'm just going to see what I like here. Okay. I'm going to push on this and make little arms, little shoulders. I hope it sticks while it's in the oven. Okay, there's one little arm. Okay, you just, after you roll the ball, you set it down and you just push and push and push. You want it to stick so that it doesn't pop off in the oven. And well, it looks good. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to push the toes in this one. There's 3 in each one, so there's 4 toes. Okay. Okay, there's the 2 arms. And I'm going to make some ears. I rolled it into a ball and then rolled it into a cone shape. There we go. Okay, there's one ear. Now I have approximately the same amount of clay here, and I'm going to be doing the same thing, rolling it up. Okay, here we go again. Now you want them to be the same size. See? Okay, I have some toothpicks, and I'm going to, see, I put these together, one on top of the other, and they're pretty darn close. So I'm going to put the toothpick in the bottom, because that's how we will peg these in so they'll stay. Here's another. I'll do this too. Okay. There we go. Let me check these out now. This one's a little longer. That's okay, because I'm going to bend one. Okay, now I'm going to bend one of them. Like that. So I'm going to have one straight ear and one bent ear. Maybe I'll bend this one too, but not quite as much. Okay, let's see how they look. Or maybe I should bend them both the same. Yeah. Not a fan of asymmetry. Okay. Okay. Now I have to make a tail. I'm making a little flat disc for the tail. Well, sort of flat, you know, like a biscuit shape. Okay, let me see how this looks in the back here. Perfect. Okay. All right, now we'll put that there. Don't push it too far through because it'll come out the other side. Okay. Got that done. Now I'm contemplating some legs. Okay, okay, now I'm going to make the feet. What I'm going to use is this wooden heart. It's looks like about 1/4 of an inch thick. And I think it's a 2-inch heart. And this will only be suitable for, you know, mini bottle gourds, not for a big one. So you'll have to make the big ones so they sit flat. And then put another kind of foot on it. Okay, so I have a piece of clay that is round. I'm going to flatten it out a little bit. And then I'm going to push this on it. Okay. And I'm going to push this around the ends of the feet. I'll cover the point too, even though the rabbit's feet are not pointed in the back. This will be good. Okay, we're going to push it over the edges so that it looks rounded, like bunny feet. I hope there's enough clay here. Yeah, I think there will be. Okay. The warmer the clay is, the easier it is to work. And this is not very warm, I don't think, but it'll be okay. I just have to use all my strength. I've been crocheting like crazy and my hands and wrists are feeling kind of sore from that, so okay, it's getting there. You don't want the clay to go around the bottom, just the sides and the top. Okay. If it does, you can just cut it off. You want it to be smooth and nice. Press the center down so it's thinner than the rest. Okay, I have this pretty good, I think. Not great, but I can still work on it in a minute. This is the first time I've done this, so we'll see if it even works. It should. But sometimes my inventions don't pan out. Okay, now I have this. These are the feet. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it toward me. I'm going to push this bunny bottom right in the center of this and push down on it. Then I'm going to take some of it out. Okay. Right in the center, I took some out. And I'm going to push this down. Okay, now I'm going to set this back in here again. Oh my goodness. I think it's going to work. Okay. Now, make sure it's straight. Well, you can wait till we glue it to make sure it's straight. But for right now, I think it's going to work out. I'm going to do this again, make sure it's in the center. I don't need to move it. Okay. That's not correct. That's not straight. Okay. All right, there we go. I think I want to take a little more of this out of the center because it's not quite in the center. All right. That makes room for the blossom. If it wasn't winter, I would go out and find my sander, but it's winter, and it's always good to do other things because not everybody has a sander. And this I think is going to work out well. Okay, now what we have to do before we bake these feet is we have to put toes. So I'm going to put them like this on the front. And then another and another. Then one here and one here. And then I'm going to bring them up to the over the top a little. See how they're looking? Okay, I'm putting a face on too. I figured with all the clay, maybe the face should have clay too. We'll see. Okay, so I'm putting on 2 round things, and this could come down a little, I think. Oh. Bringing them down. Where's that nose? Here it is. Okay, there's only going to be a little painting in this one apparently, but that's okay. This will be fun. I'll have to make another one that's all painted so that you can see how to do that. Okay, here we go. Let's see, I'll put this up here. Alright, I have the oven heated to 275 degrees, and I'm going to bake these for about 15 minutes. Okay, the rabbit parts are out of the oven. I had to bake the arms and the face on the gourd, so the gourd is hot too. And I am going to pop these off because they need to be glued on, okay? And I'm going to paint before I do these things. So, hot, very hot. I'm going to put some marks on the gourd where the arms go. So I don't want to have to search where the suction point is, you know. So I'm just going to put the shoulders in. And a little bit of the underarm there. And I'm going to try not to paint on those spots because I believe that the glue adheres better to the, maybe I'll draw the whole thing in. The glue adheres better to the gourd than it does to the painted gourd. So I'm going to do that. Make it a little more difficult to paint, but because I have to go around these, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. Okay, now the face. The face, I'll just scrape some paint off if I have to. Okay, so I'm going to make this bunny gray. And I have a feeling that these ears are not going to look good with a big long stem, so I'm going to cut the stem off. I'm going to make it about, I don't know, 1/2 inch long maybe, or 3/8 of an inch long. I hate cutting stems off when they're pretty, but sometimes you have to. Okay, so now I'm going to paint the entire gourd dove gray. If you ever get a little flake of anything in your paint, you just kind of scoop it up with your brush and go like this, and it comes off the brush, and you won't have little bumps in your work. Okay, I put 2 coats of paint on the gourd, and now what I'm doing, I put the hands back in place. They're not glued yet, and I'm going to make a basket, drawing a basket, but I need his hands to be in the right place when I do it. So I made a handle, and I made the top of the basket here, and now I'm going to make the bottom of the basket. I'm not going to make it very deep because the gourd is a little short for that. Okay. And I'm going to draw the handle. And I'm going to draw eggs in here, Easter eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's the basket. I put 5 eggs in and the handle, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it before I glue the hands on. So off they go. And I'm going to paint them these different colors. I have Slate Green. I'm going to use Slate Green, and I'm going to put them all down at the same time on the plate. I'm going to do Lilac, because I like how that lilac looked. And I'm going to do Olive Green, which might look funny, but it's pretty bright. But we'll see. And then Blush Pink. And Winter Blue. There's five eggs. So I'm going to do 5 colors. I'm going to be using spicy mustard for the basket. Okay. Now, out comes the number 3 round. And I'm going to put pink on one side because it's kind of close in color to the lilac, so I don't want those two to be together. Of course, you can use any color you want on your Easter eggs. One year when I was a kid, my mother and my aunt had an Easter egg hunt for all us kids, and they didn't color the eggs, but on each egg they wrote things, like I remember in my mother's handwriting said, "Go get a nickel from Aunt Esther." And on the other ones, "Go get a nickel from Aunt Mary." Mary is my mother. No, she is my mother. Anyway, it was the most fun Easter egg hunt ever. Because, you know, we got nickels and then we went and got candy at the store. And we got to eat hard-boiled eggs after that. But it was so funny. One of my very favorite Easter memories. Okay, so I have a lilac egg here. And pink on the other side. I guess now that they're on the egg, they are on the gourd, they don't look as close in color as they do on the plate. Okay, then I'm going to put a, I'm going to try this olive green down lower. Oh, this is good. This is good. I was afraid it was going to be too shocking. Okay, now I'm going to put the slate green. Let me see how this is going to look. No, that's not going to be okay. I'm going to have to put the slate green down below here because it is too close in color to the gray. And it'll just kind of disappear into the background. So slate, no, it's not slate green, it's slate. No, it's not slate gray, it's slate green. It looks sort of like robin egg blue a little bit. Okay. And now I'm going to put the winter blue on the top. Okay. Now I'm going to paint the basket. I got the 5 eggs in there. They look all right. Okay, the basket is spicy mustard. By the time I finish shading the basket, it's not going to look yellow. It's going to look like the color of a basket. You take the color down into where the hand is, so the hand covers it, and it looks like it's behind the hand. Okay, now the basket. Okay, the eggs in the basket have been second coated, and now I'm going to line everything in shade. Okay, here it goes. Tiny little line work. I'm doing as light a touch as I can so that the line work is very thin. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to shade these eggs in the basket. The lilac egg I'm going to shade with lavender. Tiny, tiny bit of paint. The slate green I'm going to shade with Victorian Blue. The olive green I'm going to be shading with, let's see which one this is now, light avocado. There you go, that's better. Okay, now the winter blue we'll shade with the Victorian Blue again. And the blush pink I'm going to shade with the lavender. And I'm going to let those dry so that I can shade the other side of them, the bottom, and have them be dry. So now I'm going to shade the handle of the basket with honey brown. Now I'm going to shade the bottom of the basket, again with honey brown, a little thicker shading because it's a bigger space. Okay. Now I'm going to do the bottom. I'm kind of swishing some brown through the basket also, honey brown. See that? It's not much, it's very light. Okay, now back to the eggs. Lavender for the lilac. And lavender for the blush pink. Victorian Blue for the slate green and the winter blue. And light avocado for the olive green. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to take the liner brush and I'm going to use the honey brown paint to make some details on the handle and the basket. You can hardly see this, making it look like a rope. One of those rope handles. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. But I thought I'd just show you how. You make a little bit of a arc shape in there. Sort of like a candy cane. Okay. Now, I'm going to make some basket lines in the bottom part. Okay, I'm not sure if this is going to look good, but I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to go the up and down, like basket weaving marks. Beyond the shading, you don't have to do any of this unless you want to. Okay. Just little lines down. Let me see if any are missing. Yeah, put one up here. Okay, that's good. The little marks. Okay, the basket's done. Now, we're going to put the face up to the gourd where it goes, where it belongs. And we're going to draw the eyes in. Okay. Start at the center of the nose and go to the, let's see, go right to the little V mark there where the nose meets the cheeks. You can adjust them after because it's kind of hard to draw while you're holding on to the face. Okay, now where the mouth is, I'm going to put a little mark there. Okay, now with the number 3 brush, I'm going to get some fresh paint because I don't want to be pushing around sticky paint. Okay. I'm going to do the eyes. Okay, now I'm going to put a little mouth in here. Just going to make a little circle around the dot that I put in. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to finish the eyes. I'm going to do that thing that I do. Makes it look like they've been lined already. Okay. While the white is drying, I'm going to put the eyebrows and eyelashes on. Okay. One eyebrow. I goofed this up, so I have to wait till that dries. So I'm going to do the eyelashes now. Okay, looks like a ghost right now. Okay, now white again. I'm going to put teeth in. I'm going to touch down in the middle, drag it up, and then again. I don't know if these are going to be okay because the mouth isn't, or the nose isn't on there. The nose and cheeks aren't on, so let's see. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I hope you can see them when okay, I'm going to do one more layer on the white. Let these dry, and I'm going to work on the other stuff. Okay. All these parts have to be painted. These clay pieces. Most of them will be gray, but then there'll be some that are, you know, they have other colors in, and the nose, this is going to be white and pink. So, okay, so the gray, the tail. Okay. Now the ears. Okay. Now the hands, the arms, I'm only going to paint the top of them. I'm not going to paint the bottom. I mean, it can go around a little bit, but don't paint the whole bottom. Okay, I have most of this stuff painted gray. And I'm going to glue the arms on before they're done and finish painting them right on the gourd. Don't put too much glue on. You don't want to squeeze it out the sides. There we go. That's working out pretty good. Don't mess with it too much. Okay. Now you check to see, you know, in here, like this one right here, I can see a little bit of the gourd. So I'm going to paint inside of that crack. This is very time consuming, this clay work. So I'll make another and show you how to do the just straight painting on it. Tomorrow or the next day I'll do another one. Now I'm going to finish the eyes while that dries. I have to do another coat on the shoulders. just make a little round thing. Okay. The eyes are finished, minus the little dots that I'm going to put on. I'm going to use a toothpick to put the twinkle in his eyes. There we go. He still looks like a ghost, though. We're getting there. I think I'm going to put the tail in. You have to drill a hole. Now, I'm going to break this off. I don't think we need this much. And I'm going to put some glue. Oh, look at that glue all over the place. Oh. Here we go. Glue on my washcloth here. That's okay. Alrighty. Isn't that cute? I hope it's in the center. It might be. I'm going to finish painting these feet. I think I could have done a better job smoothing this out, but I think I have to cut my nails all off. Now with a pencil, we're going to do the insides of the ears with pink. So we're going to draw some lines. And with a blush pink, I'm going to paint the insides of the ears. Okay. Okay. I have these painted. Now I'm going to line them carefully. I painted the insides of the ears and lined them. And now I'm going to shade the pink part of the ear. And I'm going to use red Iron Oxide. Okay. I'm going to do this side again. It's not dark enough. There we go. Okay, there's one ear. Okay, I'm going to paint the nose pink. And I'm going to try to keep it on the nose instead of on that muff thing. I'm going to use pink blush, of course. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put the ears on now. Okay, kind of look at the eyes to see, make sure that they're both as far back as they should be. Okay. Okay, now the other side. Okay. Okay, these are too long, so I have to break them off. Make sure they're in there good. If they're not, pull them out and glue them back in again. I didn't glue them, I just, okay. Now, okay, that's not good. Okay. Here we go. Okay, now this part of the, you know, how it goes off to the side, it should go off to the outside. So this is the left ear. Okay, it's getting there. He's getting there. A little more to do. Let me finish painting his shoulders gray. Tiny bit. Where's the... I'm putting some blush on. Over here, way over here. It's the wrong brush. Where's my brush? There it is. Okay, I'm putting little buttons on. I hope they look okay. All right, there they go. Okay, I put some glue on the cheek thing. Taking some of it off, it looks like it's too much. I don't want it oozing out of the sides. Okay, now. I'm gonna push it up far enough so I can see the teeth. Let's see, push this over a little. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Now, with a toothpick, I'm going to put, well, first I think I'm going to put a little more paint on these whisker things. And I'm going to put little whiskers on this bunny. 3 of them on each side. Like a triangle of whiskers. On one side. Try to get them the same place as they are on the other side. Okay, now I'm going to put some glue on this ridge here that's the indentation. I put a little heart on its face, a dip dot heart. I put those whiskers on, you saw me do that. I also put a little highlight line on the nose and in the ears. And I'm going to let this dry for a while, let the feet dry on it. And then I'm going to decorate the eggs just a little, not too much. Because I was going to do that earlier and I forgot. So I'm just going to leave it standing here. Let that glue for the feet set up. Okay. I let this base sit for a while to dry. And now I'm going to, where's that white? Now I'm going to decorate these eggs. I'm going to use white to decorate all of them. And I'm going to use a liner brush. Okay. Okay, so this one, the green one, I'm going to put a zigzag in it. Okay, there's one with a zigzag line. I'm going to use a toothpick for the blue one right next to it, and this, no, the slate green one right next to it. Put some polka dots on. Okay, I did some polka dots on that one. Now, I have to think of something else. I'm going to do some striped lines here. Okay. Now I'm going to put bigger dots in this lilac colored one. Okay. And I'm going to do some lines the long way on the other one, on the pink one, but I don't really think you'll notice if it's one way or the other. Just going to strike a few lines here. Okay. There you go. Okay, here we go. Here's the little bunny, clay arms, clay feet over the top of a wooden heart, clay nose and little muffy things, clay ears, and a clay tail. I think he came out pretty cute. Okay. Thank you very much for watching my video of an Easter bunny holding a basket painted on a mini bottle gourd. Please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell so that you get notified of my future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye now.